HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, loving it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the six. And you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank. I got plenty change. She rep HBK over everything. Married to the game with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate. We just innovate. Young and making plenty cake. Get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet. Being broke, what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips. I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll run you over. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love.
Everyone is in their seat here at the U.S. Airways Center as the Suns look to grab a win here in downtown Phoenix.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quarto falasse. Mas que pena, já era, já era, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque se eu ouço a voz dela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me gosto da boemia, essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. No mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. O resto eu vejo depois, talvez. Pode ser que uma mina firmeza possa trombar no rolê. É isso, deixa comigo, é só seguir o sentido e despertar os picos floridos. Mas não, pera lá, deixa eu falar, né assim. Para mim tem que ter valor. É só chegar e abusar, nem forjar, nem fingir que nem dá pra sentir o amor. Ó fita, ela não confia mais em mim, acredita. No conto das minas que pra mim foi mágica. Tava tudo claro, mas a cena complica e a saudade fica. Então já era, já era, já era. Não vejo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns. It was a loss to the Spurs. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Stockton is out there with Irving. Then it's Malone. Then it's Pierce. And it's Mutombo in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pierce kicks to Malone. Outside Irving. Crawford with the steal. Here's Kuzi. Uncovered. And he hits the jump shot. Houdini's got his team on the board to start the game for the Suns.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
Now here's Stockton. Coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Offensive rebound. Barkley goes in. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Second chance shot. Crawford, no luck.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Pierce. Again, Pierce missing.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And here's Stockton after the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford. From past the arc. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Stockton. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Love kicks to Webber. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Webber's got his first 2 points of the night.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
Outside for Stockton. Irving drives in. That's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Houdini passes to Crawford. Barkley kicks to Crawford. Out to Barkley. Plenty of space. And it's Malone with the rebound. And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, he learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. You know, several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
Irving drives in. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now, here is Irving. He has 7. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals. And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
The feed now to Mutombo. The shot by Pierce will not go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Goodrich missing. Irving dishes to Mutombo. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Yeah, good job to take it right at this.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He hits the second from the line. Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Goodrich. And the three ball is good. Goodrich has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Stockton kicks to Pierce. Fires from the corner. And he gets it to go.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Goodrich, that's good. Here's Malone. And he jams it with authority.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Suns lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Mutombo. Here's out there with Malone. Then there's Irving. And it's Stockton in at the point.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
McAdoo, the pass to Whiteside.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Fast break, here come the Suns. Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Webber, he's checked in for Whiteside. Love comes in for Rudy Gay. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Goodrich. And Houdini subbed in for Hardaway. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Crawford, no one around him. This one for 3. And he gets it to go. Crawford's got 8 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Pierce inside the three-point line. Misses off the left iron. To the inside. And the dunk by Love.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Takes a three. Another three for Phoenix.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Stockton dishes to Mutombo. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Outside for Stockton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The Nets shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw good, Stockton. And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Houdini passes to McAdoo. And Love has it in the corner. Crawford outside. He feeds it to McAdoo. Knocked away. It's stolen by Mutombo. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Paul Pierce.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Paul Pierce.
Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. The drive by Love. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call. Terrific game for Webber. He has 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Big group substitution here for Phoenix. Whiteside's checked in for Webber. Gay comes in for Kevin Love. Goodrich is checked in for Jamal Crawford. Hardaway is subbed in for Houdini. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to McAdoo. Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. Inside. Off the screen. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Nets trailed by 5. Smith kicks to Lucas. There's the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. It's Gay on the way. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. The Nets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Wallace dishes to World Peace. Wallace a screen. And the pass to Lucas. Stolen by Gay. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. On defense, Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. Smith missing again. Passes it to Love. Bangs home the trifecta. Love's got 12.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
An amazing shot, just barely beat. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Suns ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
You know, Love is playing well. 12-point, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. Kevin Love out there with Barkley. Then it's Houdini. Then it's Webber. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard. That's good. Iguodala's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the rejection by Love. Just 4 to shoot. Wallace. The shot is off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Crawford drives in. The wide open look for Love. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Lucas, that's good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosch when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosch had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Smith, the pass to World Peace. Back to Smith. Let's go. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
World Peace on the wing. Back to Lucas. Dishes to World Peace. Stolen by Webber. Crawford kicks to Barkley. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
It's a pick by Love. Barkley goes in. Lucas with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Iguodala, right side. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Houdini passes to Barkley. The dish to Crawford. Feeds it to Webber. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. It's stolen by Smith.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Pass to Houdini. Love outside. Barkley goes in. And he finishes nicely on the way up. Barkley's got his second bucket tonight.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, this just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And now, your Suns dancers.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Suns dancers fans, one more time, give him a hand.
It's tipped. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Nets lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Malone is out there with Pierce. Then there's Irving. Then it's Stockton. And it's Mutombo in the pivot spot, manning the middle. To Goodrich. Back to Gay. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
It's Pierce on the wing. From 18 feet away. Gay with the block. They get it back. Stockton outside. He kicks it to Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Back to Stockton. Lets it go with a three. And that one's good.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Goodrich dishes to McAdoo. Back to Goodrich. Out to the right wing. Whiteside kicks to Gay. Another three for Phoenix.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Here's Pierce. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 10 points for Paul Pierce.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Stockton passes to Malone. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Malone. 9 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also. Just battling hard on every possession.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Houdini passes to Barkley. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Got that one up quick. And it's a 4-point Phoenix lead. Nets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And Stockton, here we go. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Barkley outside. Pass to Webber. And here's Love for 3. Suns keep it alive.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Suns leading by 4. Crawford with the ball. Picked up by Stockton. Barkley the pass to Houdini. And here's Love from the arc. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. We have an interconference showdown here at U.S. Airways Arena where the Phoenix Suns will be playing host. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Smith is out there with Irving. And it's Pierce. And it's Mutombo. And it's Wallace in at the power forward. Irving passes to Mutombo. Count the bucket.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here's Webber. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Smith kicks to Mutombo. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Irving double team. Passes it to Smith. Pierce wide open. He fires. And it comes off the front of the rim.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-E, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental error.
Webber the pass to Houdini. Barkley kicks to Webber.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
On the wing, Irving. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
And Paul Pierce with the slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Shots good by Barkley.
Yes, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Pierce is doubled. Smith with a wide open look. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Here's Houdini, covered by Irving. Barkley kicks to Webber. Crawford outside. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Houdini. Goes up to the stripe. No luck. Nice defense from Wallace.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And from a defensive standpoint, a good foul to save the dunk there.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Barkley goes in. And that one is hammered home.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Offensive rebound. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That's his first foul. Here's Crawford. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. .110 left in the first quarter. Well, wide open look for Love. Hits the three-point bomb. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Webber. There's the feed to Crawford. Pass to Love. Here's Houdini. Barkley goes in. Pass to Houdini. Crawford, no one around him. Crawford with another miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And the basket by Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
.29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dishes it to Webber. Passes it to Houdini. Feeds it to Webber. And Pierce over to help. Here's Barkley. Another three for Phoenix.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And he gets the bucket.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a good game so far as we conclude.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going. They're yours, Suns.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports.
I don't think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset. That Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it.